So there we Okay, so welcome everybody to Tips and Tools. It happens the fourth Tuesday of every month. The fifth Tuesday, we don't have a call. And in February, our fourth Tuesday will not be Tips and Tools. It will be a welcome call for all new partners that have not been welcomed in the last quarter. So if any of you have new team members, let's really let your upline NMD know who is new on your team so that we can welcome you to our call on February 27th, I believe. And that's really a place for us to acknowledge the brand new people and let the brand new people hear stories and tell their stories. It can be a really powerful call. So next month, fourth Tuesday is going to be a welcome call and it's going to be all heat team. So just letting you know that. Tonight, I'm going to keep it really simple. I want to do a share screen tonight. And what I'm going to share is how to create a raving fan. And you don't need to take a lot of notes because guess what? All of this is on the hub. And I want to get some of you acquainted with the hub that are not currently, but I went through this myself like a little training and I was surprised at how much was there that either I used to do all the time and I've stopped doing it, or I never thought to do some of the things on there to create a raving fan. Before I go on any further though, before we look at what's on our hub, and I'm going to do a share screen so you guys can just follow along. What is a raving fan? Anybody just want to tell me what a raving fan is? Yeah, Heidi.
A raving fan is one of our customers who just absolutely loves the product, cannot wait to give you referrals, and is talking to all her friends about it. That's a raving fan in my eyes.
Can't wait to give you a referral, loves her product. And what was the third thing, Heidi? Oh, tells all her friends about it, right? That is a raving fan. So how many of you know who your raving fans are? And if you don't know, then maybe you better get to know your customers better, because a raving fan is well worth your time of spending more time with. Because number one, they are talking to people, they are giving referrals. So the next question is, what are some ways that you all have gone about creating a raving fan? Anybody just want to share some of the things you do that keeps a customer a raving fan? It also means they're staying on the product. The retention is easy. They love it.
I was going to say, I have like given them samples of shakes or of bars or things that they don't already have. I call and check in with them quite often. So they love when they get some little extra something.
And
like
sometimes
that.
when you give them the extra something, Leslie, do they then buy that product?
Yeah, oftentimes they will.
Yeah, so a raving fan that maybe is only on the trio that you expose to shakes or our bars or talk about the omegas, it's a really good chance that they may decide that they want to add that to their regimen. Was somebody going to carry your hands up? Did you not want it up? Oh, good.
No, I had enough. The other thing that I do besides that, because I do the same thing that Leslie does, but I also just randomly send them a thank you card, just thanking them for being a customer, or when their anniversary comes up or their birthday comes up, I'll send them something out. And sometimes I'll send them an Amazon card or just something random.
Okay, that's great. So hopefully there are some ideas here that you can take notes on, because creating a raving fan is typically where our partners come from, is a raving fan. Heidi.
I would say that most of my raving fans are those that I've connected with on social media as well, because I can then be more interested in their life and what's going on and support them.
Right.
And who, everyone on social media feels like they're being supported when you're interested in their life. So to me, and education as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Any other comments about what you do to create a raving fan? Okay, so for those of you that are fairly new or don't have a system in place or think, I don't know really the best practices to create a raving fan, I'm going to do a share screen for you right now. There we go. And then we're gonna get into get rid of that. Oh, there we are, dashboard. Here we go. We're on the dashboard. So you're gonna go to your juice, oh, it disappeared. That's great. Let's see. You're gonna go to your dashboard, your juiceplus.com website to do this. And then you're going to go, let's see. Why is this not?
Right now you're a customer. You need to log in as a partner.
I know, I don't know how that happened. Log out, partner portal, there we go. Okay, hi, Nikki. Okay, we're back in again. Up here, right-hand corner, Juice Plus Hub, that's where we're gonna go. So if you want to take notes.
Okay, I was like, oh, you both.
And I did not mute everybody out, so I'm gonna do that really quickly now.
Kaylin, he's the head of this YMCA. He saw me. He's like, I'm a Packers fan. I was like, could have gone either way. Like, that's okay. My time.
Okay, I've now muted everybody out because we could hear somebody talking, but if you do want to ask a question, just unmute yourself and go for it, because I'm happy to answer any questions right in the middle. So once I'm on the hub, I'm going to go to training. Click on training. And then I'm going to click on customer care. If I'm going too fast, let me know. But this is what comes up when I click on training. Here's all the different things that you can be trained on, by the way. If you're not used to the hub, it's really quite amazing. So I'm going to click on
Nikki, can I make a quick suggestion?
yeah.
Can you show what it looks like with the lines and show everyone the difference between that and the grid so that they can
Yes.
see?
Yeah, so some of you might not see it like this at first. So over here on the right is a grid. And we're seeing it by the pictures, which makes it easier. And I learned that from you, Heidi. But sometimes it shows up like this. Not nearly as fun to look at. Do you see that? I like the other pictures. It really is much more clear for me as a visual person. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to go back to hitting the grid. And then it looks like that. Thank you for offering that, Heidi, because you taught me that and I so much prefer to see it like this. So I'm going to go to customer care and then it says resume because I've already been playing around on it. So I'm going to hit resume and I'm hoping I can go back. Oh, there we go. So this is what it looks like when you first get onto customer care. There's a little 22-minute video that can teach you about customer care. But we're not going to go through every one of these things, but I just want to show you a few things to make sure you all are aware of this. So basic customer care, click on basic right there. And there's a whole list of what you can do, basic customer care tips, explaining everything, suggesting graphics. And then I'm going to go back though, because when I do it a different way, hold on, I am going to, instead of hitting this, I'm going to click here for the checklist only. And that tells me everything I need to do. So it's even more simple. So on day one, you would send your new customer. And this is really cool, by the way. If you either print this out or type right on it and keep it in your documents somewhere, guess what? You'll know all you need to know about your customer. Okay, the name, the phone number, the email, all the product they ordered, the date they ordered, and their next shipment date. Okay, so this is for use for you. If you're a paper person, you can print it out, put it in a 3-ring binder, and keep all of your customers alphabetically, or you can keep this in your documents and keep it alphabetically by name. But for example, day one, send your new customer a welcome email with graphics. I'm going to click that off because I've done it. Now I know I've done it. So this even will let you keep track of yourself. Did you ever do this? Day 5, send customer a proper use message with graphics. 2 weeks before their next ship date. I'm skipping all the different days. Contact your customers to let them know that their next shipment is scheduled to ship out in 2 weeks. That's a really important one. How many of you have had a customer who wasn't ready for their product and got their product early and they weren't happy about it, right? They really want, and sometimes that can stop a customer from ever getting another order They get angry and they say, please don't send me anymore. I didn't know it was coming. I didn't expect it and I don't appreciate it. So that 2 weeks before their next ship date, super important. Remember up here at the top where it says send email with graphics, and you're going, well, this doesn't do me any good. Where do I get the graphics from? Well, guess what? Leave page, hopefully that will do it. If I go way down here to the bottom, all the graphics are right here that you can copy and paste and send to your customers. Were any of you wondering, you know, where to find these things and how to find them? They are all right here and they're really beautiful. I love this one, the drop zone. Like if somebody is having a problem taking their Juice Plus, you could say to them, you know what, why don't you create a drop zone? Mine is on top of my microwave because I put coffee in my microwave every day. Whatever you think would be fun to send to somebody that might help them remember how to take their Juice Plus. So, oh gosh, we got out of there. Okay, we're going to get back in there. You can see how quickly this all works. I'm going to go back to training. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why maybe I just should have arrowed out of it. Back to customer care, resume. But I also wanted to show you something else here, which was welcome letters. Well, what do we say when we want to welcome somebody? I don't know what to say. So look, they actually have, say you have a brand new family starting on the Healthy Starts and you want to send them a welcome letter. Here it is. It's in a Word document. I'm going to open it up and look, I can copy and paste this and send it right into an email. And I can change it because it's a Word doc. If there's something that is said in a way that I might not say it, then I can change this letter and it can be really personalized. So you can type right on it. You can change something that you need to change to make it more personal. So I'm going to stop right there and see if you have any questions. And you need to unmute yourself if you can, if you want to. And then
Yes.
have you,
I'm so sorry. That whole sheet that you just showed with, you know, how to follow up with the customer, that's also in the training in the hub.
I am just on that exact same place, Erica. So if I go to the very top, this is where we started in customer care. And I'm just scrolling down. Everything is all in one spot for you. You don't have to go to different places to find all the things that I've looked at. That was a great question. And anybody else? Okay. And I love this. And any of you ever have problems with kids taking their Juice Plus or they're resistant to taking gummies? Here's a whole thing on helping kids. So if you're having issues with customer care, go to the hub and see if there's something that might help you. By the way, customer care images are not only right here, scrolling down, but look at this, all images right there. If I click on this on the zip file, I can download all the images right away. And if I'm doing this on my phone, I could download it to a file in my phone and create an album called customer care images, and all the photos would be right there that I could grab off of my phone. So, and then thank you for your order. How many of you send out really beautiful thank yous? This is a great way. Every time you get an order, you can come here and pull off of a thank you and send to somebody when they've started their Juice Plus. And then, Carrie, you said randomly you send things to your customers. Well, here's a random thing you could send, something about consistency. So what I like to do is, let's just say I decide that once a customer has gone through their first 4 months and now maybe they're just on a monthly contact from me, then 1 month, maybe everyone will receive this same graphic. I'm not doing 50 different graphics for 50 different people. I'm trying to find one graphic that will work for everybody. And then these are really great. Have you noticed? Let's pull one up. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Have you noticed? Are you sleeping better, more energetic, craving fruits and vegetables, drinking more water? Are you sick less often? These are things that will implant what's happening to them in their body that they might not even be noticing. Okay, so my lesson is incomplete. Oh, apparently I've not done everything in my lesson. I haven't clicked on everything. But before I leave this page, I just want to ask all of you, is there any questions that you have before I leave the page?
Sarah, I just want to say thank you. I've never seen this and I've always wondered where it is. And I was thinking as you talked through it, Nikki, first I thought, whoa, you know, after the first 4 months, they should get this every whenever the new order comes in, thinking now they should probably get it every month to remind them to take it, who you are, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how actually to get out of here to go back to scroll up. I've made this bigger. When I hit the arrow back, it doesn't let me do it.
There's an X, Nikki, to the right of the image. You may need to click on that.
Oh, there it is. It was hidden to me. Thank you. Oh, no, it still says leave lesson. So I don't know.
I would hit leave lesson and then you'll go back and then you
Okay.
can just go in there again.
Okay.
I do have one question. Is there something like this for the Tower Garden? Or it's only set up for Juice Plus?
Well, let's take a really quick look just to see what's here in the lessons, Erica. Uh-oh. Now I've done something. Here we go. And so it didn't let me back to stay in the lesson anymore, Heidi. It took me back to the beginning. I know there's got to be a way to go back up to the top, but I'm not smart enough and the X didn't work. But let's just look here and see. Clinical research around the world, healthy starts, customer care, tower growing basics, tower growing basics. So you would have to go into that and just check to see what they offer you, Erica. Heidi.
Okay.
There were, when I saw you scrolling, there were images for the Tower Garden that said thank you, like to you for those orders. And I'm sure that any of the verbiage you could also tweak for the Tower Garden. I think it's probably a general customer care.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're probably right, Heidi. I didn't look carefully to see if there were more Juice Plus or any Tower Garden letters, but it would make sense that there very well might be. Any other questions? Okay. So
I do have a question.
yeah,
Can we, I know you're going to be sharing this on the YouTube. Can we please share this link in the Facebook group and do that at everyone? Because I think this has just been so valuable.
yeah, absolutely. Totally. So I hope this was helpful. So just the way I'm going to know whether this is helpful was how many of you are going to do something different that you're not currently doing with your customer care? Raise your hand. Or you're already doing all the things you saw there. Raise your hand if you're doing all those things, all the different letters, the first 4 months, the random. Some of you are maybe almost doing that. I want to congratulate any one of you that are doing 70% of all that's on there for customer care. That's a win. That's a really big win. If you're doing 70%, I really want to congratulate you. So that was our tips and tools for tonight, customer care. Next month, it will be a welcome call. And before our next call in March, we will, does anybody have any requests? Do you have a request for what you would like me to cover on a tips and tools call? All right. Yep.
I would say, this is Ashley.
Okay.
I know the big conversation is it's so much harder to bring a representative back. So go for the new ones. But my thought would be, is there any encouragement on how to keep shining on the ones that were so excited in the beginning and now have kind of lost that excitement? What's the best thing to say so you don't feel like you're bothering them, but you're letting them know you haven't forgotten about them?
I think that's a great idea. And who are the people that you're going to call? So keep shining on, I'm going to put just for my sake on who and what. That's a great one, suggestion. Somebody else had another idea. I thought I heard one more voice. Yeah, Caprice.
One of the things that I'm not doing that I want to start doing more is to contact everyone when they have a new shipment going out, so I can let them know that, and especially to look at, to utilize that as a tool. And I have to admit, I couldn't even tell you where to go to do that right now.
So I'll tell you where to go. Our last tips and tools call. That's exactly what
Oh,
it was.
that's what it was about? Okay,
It's
cool.
exactly
I
what's
missed
on.
that
So
one.
that was great. So that was great, Caprice. So
Awesome.
for those of you that want to look at it, you can find it either in YouTube under the playlist tips and tools, and it's called reshipments in order to help you qualify or help somebody get to qualify. And I don't know if I put it on our Heat Team Facebook group. It might be there too. I will kind of look and see, Caprice, but that was great. It's done. I don't have to do that one. Anybody else? Heidi?
I would just say Caprice Project Broadcast is awesome for that. It's really great for that.
No, she's asking how you find out.
Yeah, I use Project Broadcast. I just sent one right now for the brain health talk tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm talking about finding the report that showed.
Yeah.
Oh, the report.
She's asking for
Gotcha.
how you find out ahead of time, and then she
Yeah.
knows how to contact the people, but how do I find out who's shipping? That was her question.
Mm.
So, yeah. Anybody else?
Holly has a question. She says, is there a checklist for steps to go through when you get a new customer? Ideas for that?
Yes, there's an actual checklist in the customer hub. That's the first thing by the way, to why Holly's asking that question, she's walking in -10 degrees weather in Alaska. And so she's not seeing what you're seeing. We just saw the checklist, Holly. Everything I went through is actually the checklist. So if you go to the hub, you'll be able to find it or rewatch this call when you're not out in the freezing cold. Maybe then I think that'll help. Okay, fantastic. All right, everybody have a great evening. Tomorrow night is Wellness Wednesday at 5 p.m. and at 6 p.m. Caprice is your brain health. Is it so 5 p.m. Wellness Wednesday, 6 p.m. brain health from a certified brain specialist? I don't know her title.
Yeah, Carla's a Dr. Amen certified. If you know who Dr. Amen is, he's the famous brain doctor. And she's a certified Dr. Amen brain health coach. And we're talking about the magic of omegas, how omegas impact the brain.
So that's going to be a great one to get prospects on that are thinking about taking any one of our products tomorrow night, 6 p.m. That will happen also. All right. Yay. Good night.
Hey, I have a
you.
request,
Bye.
Caprice.
Oh, yes.
Caprice, I am doing a BNI presentation tomorrow, really focusing on brain health. And I would love it if you don't mind reposting on that events page, because there's been a lot of chatter there. Do you mind
I did
reposting
today in the
event?
Well, which you mean in our invite Voxer? Okay, I'll do that.
Yes,
But
that
I
would
just
be
want to
awesome.
remind everybody, if you go to boards, write this down
Yeah.
because it's so easy. Go to boards, go to events,
Okay.
go to current events. Top left corner is a page, flyer after flyer after flyer with no chat about all the events that are coming up, and it's there as well. So just know that when you're looking for them, granted, sometimes I'm not totally current. I haven't put one in or taken one out, but I just worked on it this morning. All the events that I'm aware of that are coming up for our team is right there. So it's like one link. If you click on that link, copy and paste it and put it into your phone contacts. Under the URL for phone contact, that board will come up every time with all the flyers for you right in a row with all the numbers and all the information you need. Heidi.
I do have to say it's hard to grab those flyers from boards. Sometimes it does, you cannot get the flyer from there. And if you want to share the flyer with a prospect,
yes,
I'm wondering if we can have an album in our Facebook group, in the Heat Team Facebook group, that we can have all the event flyers there, and in addition to Voxer, so that we can grab them easily.
Well,
I like that idea.
I'm going to teach you one more thing because I don't think some of you know that. If you go to Voxer and you click on a picture, any picture flyer in the events chat and slide, you'll see just flyers, nothing else, no chat. Did you know that, Kirsten, that you can just see all the flyers? So if you go to Voxer and click on any one graphic, you can slide left or right and see all the photos, and they are super easy to grab from there. Even if they're 2 weeks past, so you're not scrolling up with chatter, all you see is flyers. It's like a media album.
I do understand that, but I'm wondering, because we are all on Facebook, very often I am inviting on Messenger.
Yeah.
It would be easier for me to go to the Facebook group
I'll
and
tell
grab
you
it
something,
from
if
there.
somebody wants to grab those and put them on Facebook, I say go for it. Do
Yeah,
it.
I agree. I think that's a great way to store them. The problem
I'm
with
gonna-
doing, that I find
hang
of
on
doing
one
that
sec.
on
I'm gonna stop